Hey guys, it's Headfirst527 here, and today I wanted to share something a little creepy. So I was playing Splatoon in Surgeon's Shipyard, and if you don't know, it has these turning platforms that look like this. I was swimming up one, and I clumsily fell down when I noticed a ton of jellyfish working on something. Now, I noticed it's just a ship being built, but I noticed something else. At the center of the stage, there was a wrecking ball, and on that wrecking ball, there was a logo with a swordfish I've never seen anywhere else. I decided to look into this and check around the plaza, and this is what I found. Beside Deca Tower, there's a restaurant, and on its menu is a similar looking swordfish. Now let's forget about this for a second and go back to Surgeon's Shipyard. I noticed on a giant crane-like machine, there was a logo that had a blue balloon found in Octo Canyon. With this thought in mind, I traveled to Octo Canyon and searched for a balloon. When I found one, I started to notice the pair of eyes on it. I looked around in the next zone and found the same eyes placed in certain spots. Now tell me, what's different about this pair of eyes? That's right, they are positioned beside a swordfish beast. But look at the shape of the eyes. Almost like a UFO, or even, yes, DJ Octavio's UFO. There was even a pair of eyes on the DJ in this photograph. This is now showing the relationship between the construction workers building something and the DJ. Could the workers possibly be building one of these beasts, or a weapon for DJ Octavio? Let's go back a second. Remember the restaurant? You might be wondering, how do I get in? Well, you can't, because the one and only exit is by iron bars. Now let's take a look inside. We see Spike working away. Nothing suspicious here, right? Wrong, but we'll come back to this in a bit. For now, we'll be looking for whose eyes those were. I'm looking around when I come across Krusty Scene. His eyes were the only ones to pop out of his head. Now let's look at a comparison of his eyes and the ones in Octa Valley. Pretty close, right? Well, I thought so too, but I had no proof. So I took a look in Macomart to see if there were any clues about Krusty Scene, and darn right there was. In one of the stockpiles, some of Krusty Scene's products can be found, and beside it, a logo of Krusty Scene with those eyes. Again, these could be anybody's eyes, but a snapshot from behind Krusty Scene's truck shows it again. Now we know that it was Krusty Scene's eyes all along, but what's more is that in Surgeon's Shipyard, there are boxes with the Squid Force logo on them. These boxes are in every stage, but it gives us a hint. When we go to Krusty Scene's drink menu, the drink created by Squid Force is none other than Ink Resistant Up. We'll come back to this, back to Spike. He has a sunken scroll about him starting his career of selling gear and how he made 10 million gold in just his first year. Now what would he do with this money? Maybe pay for a construction site, one that Sheldon runs. In Ammonite, there's a swordfish logo that matches identically with the one in Surgeon's Shipyard. Spike isn't a customer at the store. He would be freaking out if he was a customer stuck inside a shop with no way out. He actually works there, plotting with DJ Octavio. When talking to Merch in the plaza, you can see some super sea snails as shells, but not actually the sea snails. This is because he eats them. Do you even know what the word merch means? It is, and I quote, the act of getting so drunk while playing a cooperative online game that your team has not chance of success. That is insane. Coming back to Krusty Scene, his eyes are all over Octa Canyon, but why was he even there? Well, I'll tell you. He's been selling ink resistance up to DJ Octavio and his octopus army. Ever wondered why some Octo Troopers, like Octo Bombers and Octo Snipers, don't die as quickly as other troops? Well, it's because they have been drinking ink resistance up, making them harder to defeat with your ink. We know from a recent interview with one of Splatoon's creators that Salmonoids make deals with the Octarians. So what might they trade? The ink resistance up drinks. This is why some boss Salmonoids are stronger and more resistant to the ink. In short, Spike hired a construction team that Sheldon owns to build a weapon for DJ Octavio. Murch, Spike's associate, is eating super sea snails and replacing Spike while he does what he's doing. Murch also has a super crazy name. Krusty Scene is selling Octarian's ink resistance up for drinks made by the Squid Force company, who is working with the construction team as well. The Octarians are drinking and trading ink resistant up drinks with the Salmonoids, who are also using it. And none of them get caught, because you never have access to Spike, because he is forever locked in the restaurant, and no one would suspect Krusty Scene to be doing business with Octarians. This is why Krusty Scene and Spike quit their jobs from the previous game, and they're all plotting to destroy all Inklings. And it went way over everyone's heads, but not for me, because I just revealed Splatoon's big conspiracy.